If you don't have this hole in your back, does that mean you're overweight? And why do some people have dimples on their faces? Also, never mess with this little kid, or it could become your biggest mistake. And China has some crazy inventions that will leave you completely shocked. Stay until the end to discover all these amazing facts. Number 9. Lately, this video has been going viral on the internet where a guy is walking across the road holding a 2.5 kilograms brick in his hand. A car comes from the front, and the guy glares at the driver with the brick as if he's going to smash his car. Giving this video is supposedly from Ireland as a pedestrian safety campaign, where bricks are kept by the roadside for pedestrians to carry across as a warning to reckless drivers. However, the video is actually fake, uploaded on April Fool's Day. Number 8. What do you do if someone tickles you? Obviously, you laugh out loud, and that's normal. But in ancient times, especially in Rome and China, tickling was used as a form of punishment for criminals, or as an interrogation technique where the culprit was tickled until they confessed. Number 7. No matter how big of a mistake you make in life, never ever mess with these people. First, Giga Ugu. This is a real-life ninja. He knows thousands of ways to break a human neck, throws kicks by jumping around, and if he gets in a bad mood, he starts punching and kicking trees. He punches iron plates consecutively until they bleed. I mean, the opponent would shit their pants just looking at him. Next, Isao Maki, considered one of the greatest swordsmen in the world. He can chop an opponent to pieces in seconds and slice anything in half right in the air. Once, he even cut a speeding bullet in two with his sword. Last, Ryusuya Imai. This is a baby Bruce Lee. He walks around with a six-pack at a tiny age and knows how to throw karate chops that can tear an opponent apart. He does push-ups with one hand, knows how to handle nunchakus dangerously, and can do push-ups standing upside down on just 2 fingers of both hands. Just like a calisthenics expert, I'm telling you, don't pick a fight thinking he's just a kid. Number 6. Seeing these things from China, you will definitely say, what a joke. First, drone food delivery. When you order food in China, a delivery person doesn't bring it, a drone does. It doesn't deliver the food to your exact location though. Instead, the drone drops the food at a fixed pickup point or locker where the customer can collect it. Next, driverless taxis. China's robot taxis look just like normal taxis, the only difference being that they run without a driver. These taxis have cameras, radars, and ultrasonic sensors all around them, which monitor the road, people, cars, and traffic in 360 degrees. Inside this driverless taxi is a powerful computer that performs thousands of calculations every second to decide when to brake, when to speed up, and when to turn. Next, floating cars. China also has cars that can float in water, though they aren't very common yet. The most famous example is the BYD Yangwang U8. In an emergency situation, if this SUV goes into water, it can float for about 30 minutes. Its 4 electric motors keep turning the wheels so it can move slowly forward in the water. But it's not a boat. The purpose of this feature is simply to give people a chance to escape during a flood or emergency, not to drive around in rivers or the ocean. Next, palm payment. You can make payments with your palm here. Meaning, in some places in China, you can pay just by showing your palm. It works like this. First, the user registers their palm in an app. Then the system scans and saves the unique pattern of the palm's lines and internal blood vessels. When making a payment, you just have to show your palm in front of the scanner. The scanner verifies that it is the same registered person, and the payment is made automatically. However, this technology is not available at every shop in China yet. Most people still pay using QR codes. Number 5. Did you know your body has some strange little secrets? First, those small dimples on your lower back are called venous dimples. They are mainly determined by your genetics and the shape of your pelvis. And no, having them doesn't automatically mean you're healthy or fit. Second, there's a popular body trick that says your foot is about the same length as the distance from your wrist to your elbow. For some people, it can be surprisingly close, but it's not an exact measurement for everyone. And third, those cute cheek dimples are usually caused by a small difference in the structure of the facial muscles. They can also run in families. Your body is full of tiny surprises you probably never noticed. Number 4. You couldn't stay in this room for even an hour. But why? Let me tell you. Well, this is an anechoic chamber, built using technology that ensures almost no echoes or outside noise can be heard inside. The word anechoic means without echo. That's why it's called an anechoic chamber. In a normal room, when we clap, the sound bounces off the walls, ceiling, and floor, and we hear an echo. But the walls, ceiling, and floor of this anechoic chamber are designed to absorb sound waves rather than reflect them. Because of this, whenever someone enters this chamber, they feel very strange. Due to being used to outside noises and echoes, the brain suddenly encounters extreme silence. In such a situation, people can hear the sound of their own breathing, heartbeats, and sometimes even the slight movement of their joints. Number 3. This is the world's deadliest cat. It is known as the African black-footed cat, and its scientific name is Felis nigripes. It is one of the smallest wild cats in the world, but relative to its size, it is counted among the most dangerous and successful hunters on Earth. According to research, its hunting success rate is around 60%, which is even higher than large predators like lions, tigers, and cheetahs. It makes as many kills in a single night as a leopard does in 6 months. It makes a kill roughly every 50 minutes. And it doesn't hunt just to show off. Its metabolism is so fast that it has to hunt all night without stopping. Because of this, it eats about 20% of its body weight in food every single night. If we compare this in human terms, it's like a 50 kilograms person eating 10 kilograms of food in a single sitting. However, they are not dangerous to humans at all. But if it feels threatened, it bravely faces animals much larger than itself. Because of this fearless nature, many people call it the tiny tiger of Africa. This cat is small, but when it comes to hunting skills and a fearless attitude, it is one of the most impressive wild cats in the world. Number 2. Imagine you have to climb a mountain peak and you have no safety. It's your absolute last chance, do or die. Now imagine the second situation. You have to climb the same peak, but this time you do have a safety plan. In which scenario are you more likely to succeed? According to psychology, you'll succeed in the first condition. Having a safety plan keeps you in your comfort zone, lowers your motivation, makes you fear risks, and distracts you from your primary goal. Of course, there are exceptions, but what do you think? Is having a backup plan good or bad? Number 1. Imagine walking into a store, inserting your debit card into an ATM, and instead of just giving you cash, it immediately captures your photo and account balance, and displays it on a big screen for everyone around to see. Imagine someone having $10 in their account. How would they feel in front of a crowd? By the way, this video is from the USA.